We stayed at the Art of Animation Resort, and we're going to tell you all about it, including why transportation is one of the most underrated features of the property.
When you've had a long day at the parks, you want to have somewhere comfortable to rest. We think it's best to pick a convenient to-get-to hotel if at all possible.
Disney separates its resorts into several categories. For the purposes of this video, we'll call them value, moderate, and deluxe. Art of Animation is a value resort, along with Pop Century and All-Star Sports, music, and movies. We believe that Art of Animation and Pop Century give an outsized bang for your buck, delivering a lot of return on investment for your Disney resort stay. It's perfect for families, and the Art of Animation Resort is one of a handful of places on Disney property where you can bring your four-legged friends to stay with you. So what are your thoughts about Art of Animation?
I like that you could bring pets.
I
like walking around petting dogs that aren't mine. We stayed at the Art of Animation in the Little Mermaid themed section in a standard room 9509 to be specific.
You can find a more detailed room tour in a separate video, but for now it's important to know that if you have a magic band, it will unlock your room. Otherwise, you can use your Disney app or get a key to the world card at the hotel front desk. We were able to go straight into our room without checking in at the front desk using the app and the magic band to unlock our door. There are 4 sections of the resort: the Little Mermaid section, the Lion King section, the Finding Nemo section, and the Cars section.
The Little Mermaid section has larger-than-life character sculptures including King Triton, Sebastian the Crab, and Ariel and Flounder. As you'd expect in a Little Mermaid-themed area, there is a spacious pool with sun loungers. The Lion King-themed area does not have its own pool, but it's a short walk either to the Little Mermaid pool or the Finding Nemo pool area. The Lion King-themed area has a modest play area themed after the elephant graveyard from the Lion King movies, as well as Rafiki, Simba, and other Lion King-themed structures and art.
The Finding Nemo themed area is the central area of the resort and is going to be closest to dining as well as transportation options, including the buses and the Skyliner. Like the other sections, the Finding Nemo area has large character sculptures, including Mr. Ray and Crush. You can also hang out with Squirt in a child's play area with slides. The Finding Nemo area is home to the resort's largest pool, which is massive. In fact, it's the largest pool on Disney Resort property. There are plenty of sun loungers and a bar called the Drop-Off and a big splash pad where the little ones can play. The final themed area at the resort is the Cars area, and as you'd expect, you'll be able to find beloved characters like Lightning McQueen, Sally, and Sarge. If you're lucky, you may also find one of the many Disney bunnies hanging out on resort property. We see these little guys all over the parks and resorts, and it's always fun to try to spot them. The Cars area does have a pool. It is the smallest pool on the property, but it does have the benefit of being surrounded by shaded cabanas if you're in the mood for hanging out inside of a traffic cone.
The main building of the resort is called Animation Hall. This is where you'll find the check-in desk, bus transportation, food, and the arcade.
Arcades these days are often a bit neglected, but the Art of Animation arcade is very well stocked with a variety of games. I was impressed to find some old school pinball machines mixed in among the many modern driving and airplane games, and there were also some classic games like Pac-Man and Galaga.
And claw machines.
The cafeteria in Art of Animation is, I would say it's focused around efficiency. It's focused around feeding a ton of people. If you're looking for a fine dining experience, that's just not the place to go at all. That's not what they're trying to do. We're not going to evaluate it by that criteria because that is not at all what they're trying to do. It's very functional. If you want to get a bunch of people fed quick and get out, that's the way to do it. It's cafeteria style. You're going to go over, you're going to go to a little station, you're going to get whatever your food is. You're going to walk across this big area to some checkout lines that are between where you get your food and where you sit down. And then you're going to walk to like cafeteria style seating and sit down. You can refill your own drink.
Mobile order is a convenient option that can help guests skip some of the lines. One major bright spot at these cafeterias, and really throughout much of Disney property, is that they are very good at managing the experience for guests with special dietary needs. In our experience, a trained allergen chef will typically come to discuss your order with you and see to it that your food is prepared safely. As of the time of our visit, the dining halls carry Coke products, including Coke, Cherry Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Barks Root Beer, Fanta, Sprite Zero Sugar, Powerade, Sprite, vitamin water, and low-calorie lemonade. Buses in front of the resort will take guests to all of the parks and Disney Springs, and bus arrival times are communicated through the Disney app on your phone.
In our opinion, one of the best features that makes Art of Animation a better choice than even some of the moderate and deluxe resorts is the quality of the transportation experience. Art of Animation is located near I-4 and is very easy to get to on Disney property. It is served by the Disney bus lines and also by the new feature that's been around since 2019, the Skyliner. The Skyliner is located smack in the middle of Hourglass Lake and can be reached on foot from any part of the resort, but you'll be closest if you're staying in the Finding Nemo area. The walk to the Skyliner goes along the shore of Hourglass Lake and can make for a beautiful stroll, so we really didn't mind being a little further away. It was also nice to stay in a quieter part of the resort. The Skyliner is a cable car system that connects the Art of Animation Resort, Caribbean Beach Resort, and Riviera Resort to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Another benefit of the Skyliner is that it lets off at the International Gateway in Epcot, which was previously really only practical to access for guests of the Swan and Dolphin and Boardwalk area hotels.
We love the World Showcase in Epcot, and being able to enter the park right next to that part and skip the busy main entrance is a huge time saver for us. Yeah. And then if you time it right, if you're leaving early before any of the shows or fireworks, you can see them from the Skyliner.
We did pull that off.
We saw the drones too from Disney Springs last year.
Yeah. That's kind of a luck thing, because you can try to time it, but depending on what the lines look like and what's going on and how the Skyliner goes, it can be tough to predict. But yeah, I do recommend leaving on the Skyliner right around the time the fireworks are starting, because you might get a special show if you're timing it right and if you get lucky.
Yeah. The cable cars come into the station and move slowly along the platform. Guests hop into the moving cable cars. This is actually all much smoother and safer than it sounds. And guests who need help with mobility can load into cable cars on a separate spur where the car stops for the guest to load.
Waiting for the cable car feels different than waiting for the bus, because the cable cars are almost always loading and you're in constant motion. I'm on the Skyliner on the way to Hollywood Studios. I gotta tell you, these Skyliner rides at night, you got a cool breeze, it's dark, you can see the lights of the park in front of you. It's really quite the experience, and much, much better, in my opinion, than riding the Disney buses or even the monorail. The Skyliner takes you to the parks by soaring above the Florida landscape. This, along with the novelty of loading and unloading from a moving vehicle, makes it almost a ride unto itself, bringing the Disney fun and magic into the transportation experience and making getting to and from the hotel seem like less of a hassle and more of an adventure. Many of the Skyliner cars have cool character themes, and you're always guessing which one you're going to get.
So that's it for the Art of Animation Resort. We think you'll find that if you're going to Disney property, it will be hard to find better bang for your buck than this pet-friendly, beautifully themed, and conveniently located resort with multiple transportation options. You might get to the parks a little faster staying at a deluxe on the monorail, but you'll pay the price.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Places, Plates, and Points.